Up next here on NEC Football on the Run, it is time for our Commitment to Success Spotlight, brought to you by Provident Bank. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. And joining us today for our season finale, it's senior offensive lineman from the now two-time reigning and defending NEC champion Central Connecticut State Blue Devils. It's Isaiah DeLoatch. Isaiah, welcome to the Spotlight.
Thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you. You're coming off a game on Saturday for the second straight year. Central Connecticut won their home regular season finale to clinch a spot in the FCS playoffs. It was a 35-28 win on Saturday against Mercyhurst. So what was it like for you on Saturday to be a part of that and walk off of a root field for a second straight year lifting a trophy?
Oh, it was awesome. It was an amazing feeling, kind of in like a state of shock, really. Like you're out there, your plane's going back and forth. The last drive comes down to a fade ball in the end zone. You're sitting there on the edge of your seat on the sideline as an offensive player. You're just excited. And, after that happened, it was a whirlwind of emotions.
Well, that's been Central football for like the last 2 months. You've had seven one-score games this year, winning four of them. So what's it like? How's your team able to kind of, when it's down to those final plays in the final minute, pull it out more times than not?
Oh, we just stick together. We're a true family here at Central. We fight to the end. We'll never quit on each other. We have each other's back. It starts in winter conditioning to summer conditioning. Always we stick together through the thick, the rough, and all that.
Now, takeaways had been few and far between for your defense the last few games, but on Saturday, the defense got a perfectly timed takeaway at the start of the fourth quarter, a fumble recovered that handed it off to the offense on a short field, which led to what ended up being the game-winning touchdown. So when you saw your defense get that takeaway, what was going through your mind on the sideline?
Oh, score. We have to score. That's the first thing that came to our thing, our my mind is we're here. We're 20 yards away. Let's go put it in the end zone. And we did it.
Now, this year, Central Connecticut finished with the number one total offense in the NEC, as well as individually a rushing champ, a passing yards champ. The offensive line only allowed 15 sacks all year. What was the key for the offense? You were good last year to kind of take another step forward this year.
Just knowing that we can always strive for perfection and but we never reach it. So push each other every week. We're gotta live in the moment. So we're always preaching play the next play. And we did that this year and did it to a high level.
Now on the offensive line, we know you were back, Precious back as well, but there were a lot of new guys in the mix this year. That was one of the big question marks coming into the season. So how is the offensive line able to form that chemistry as the season went along?
Yeah, a lot of times together, really striving for perfection. We knew that last year we had a great O-line. We had to match it. We had to be close to it. We always say we're more athletic than the line last year. We might be young, but we're a little more athletic than them. So we really used our athleticisms to go out there, dominate D lines, and have fun out there.
Now let's talk a little bit about you, your football journey. How was it? When was it growing up that you kind of fell in love with the game of football? You knew that this was the sport for you.
Yeah, so my story is kind of crazy. So I grew up playing hockey. I was a hockey guy growing up, and that took up 99% of my time. I was traveling for hockey, but I always had this feeling for football. I always wanted to play. I would ask my mom, always trying to play, but she goes, "Well, you have to want to play football, you got to quit hockey." So I was like, I can't really do that. So I got lucky. When I got to high school, my freshman year, the high school dropped their hockey team. We had no more hockey team. So I was like, oh, well, I want to play football. Let's try it. So tried it, fell in love with it, started on the D line my freshman year, and then sophomore year got moved to O line, fell in love with offensive tackle, and then just grew from there, and it's continued to grow every single year.
So you did not play tackle football at all until you started high school?
No, not now. I played
Wow.
one little season of flag football while I lived in Pennsylvania, but that was just flag. That was it.
So who knows if your school hadn't dropped the hockey team, who knows, where you'd be right
Yeah,
now.
literally.
Yeah, Central's certainly glad that worked out. What led you to Central Connecticut after other stops? What led you to New Britain?
For me, it was the culture at Central. No, I came on my visit, and from the jump, it was everyone's a family here. Like it's a true family, for like staff, like everything. And Central is a great place. They keep expanding, get better, better every year. I just love here. I wouldn't change it for the world. I made the right choice.
Now, you talk about culture. I know talking with Coach Lechtenberg and many people around the program this year, they've pointed to you as someone who really doesn't get a lot of ton of flowers. You're at a position that doesn't have a lot of big stats, but they talk about you being a leader and a great teammate and someone who had to persevere through injury to work your way back. So what does it mean to you? They've said what you kind of mean to them. What does the program kind of mean to you?
And his program's everything to me. Last year I had a chance to leave, to go to the portal, decided to stay because this is where I grew myself. I've grown to be a better man at Central, and it only felt right to finish it out here and go back to back here. And I gave him a hug yesterday, and he goes, "This is why you came back for this moment right here." And I was like, 100%.
Now you're coming back for another shot at the FCS playoffs, and as it turns out, the same opponent that you guys saw a year ago, it was a one possession loss to URI last year. Central in the FCS playoffs for a fourth time. Quick look ahead to that matchup. What do you expect to see when you head up to Rhode Island to play the Rams?
Yeah, it's gonna be a dogfight. They're a very good team, very stout defensively, very good offensively. So it's gonna be a dogfight as long as we stick together and do Central football. We will have a chance. We'll have a chance out there.
Now, we're going to get you out here with the final five questions. These are quick hitters, so first thing that comes to mind, just let it out, all right?
Yeah.
All right, favorite color?
Blue.
Okay, I mean, you're in a room full of blue, so that makes sense. Favorite karaoke song?
Ooh. Oh, I'm losing. Dang. I can't even think of a song right now. Favorite karaoke song probably. Let's go. Let's just say Freebird. It's fun. Why not?
Okay, I love
Freebird.
it, love it. Favorite snack or junk food?
Ooh, cookies all day.
Okay, now you already got the championship ring, so we checked it off. So, what is the new number one item on the holiday wish list this year for you?
Want a playoff game. That's what I
Okay,
want.
that's up next. And finally, we've seen and we talked about those rings from last year. Beautiful. You're going to get another one. What is a word or a phrase that you feel should be inscribed on the ring that would perfectly describe the 2025 Central Connecticut State Blue Devils team?
Ooh. Family. Family
Ooh,
has to be on there. Family. This is a family team this year. Big
and
family team.
that fits perfectly. I mean, that's a great way to finish up. Isaiah, we thank you so much for taking the time to join us here, and we wish you and the team best of luck representing the NEC in the FCS playoffs starting on Saturday.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you can check out Isaiah and the Blue Devils taking on URI in the FCS playoffs. Kickoff is at noon Saturday on ESPN Plus. Thank you for joining us all year long. You can check out the full episode of the NEC Football on the Run on the NEC Overtime Pod, wherever you get your podcasts. This has been the Commitment to Success Spotlight brought to you by Provident Bank.